Today I'm going to tell you 4 things that you can do to prepare to be a choice mom. Number 1, save your money, honey. Everything about being a choice mom is expensive. Getting pregnant can be very expensive. Childcare is going to be expensive. All of the gear that goes with having a baby is expensive. So you really need to take a look at your finances and do what you can to save up in the meantime. Because the bottom line is you're taking on a large financial responsibility. So can you work extra shifts? Can you work overtime? Can you rent out a room in your house in the meantime? Whatever you can do to save up some extra money. When you actually have a baby, you will be really glad that you saved up. Number 2, be crazy honest with yourself about whether or not this is for you. Being a choice mom is not for everybody. You need to get really clear on what matters the most to you. For me, it was absolutely not acceptable for me to not be a mom. I really wanted a husband, hoped that that would work out. I had a death grip in my mind on those two things being a package. And that was the hardest part for me, was separating the idea that separating being a mom from being a wife was even possible or a legitimate option. But gun to my head, if I had to choose, I knew I was going to choose being a mom. But whatever the absolute truth is for you, just get really clear on what you can't live without and pursue that. Because the truth is, if you have a baby on your own, maybe you'll meet the man of your dreams or the woman of your dreams or one of both, whatever. But maybe you won't. Maybe it will just be you and your babies. And you have to have some peace about that in your heart, or else I think it'll be very difficult to navigate. Number 3, take the single out of becoming a single mom by choice. By that, I mean, get your team together. You are not going to do this on your own completely. Trust me. While you will be the primary caregiver to this child, you need people on your team. So can your sister come stay with you for a while, like during the end of your pregnancy? Can your mom come to stay with you when you actually have the baby for a while? Can you get your aunt to watch your baby a few hours a week so you can take a walk, get your nails done, just sleep, whatever? You're gonna need people. And whatever that looks like for you, just start thinking about it. Start putting that team together. And if you can connect with other choice moms or choice moms to be, I highly recommend that. And if you can connect with people in real life, like in your area, that is the number one thing that I would recommend. I was lucky enough to have a really great in-person, in my area, group of other choice moms that I was able to connect with ahead of ever even trying to get pregnant or becoming pregnant or having my baby. And that network of friends has been such an amazing resource. That I have this one friend, she had a baby about 1.5 years before I did. And 3 weeks after she had her baby, she was having some postpartum hemorrhaging. And she reached out and was like, hey, can you come with me to the hospital? I spent 15 hours with her and her 3-week-old baby in the hospital that day. I fed her baby the first bottle that her baby ever had because she had been breastfeeding exclusively. But here we are in the hospital, and thank God she had frozen some breast milk and I was able to feed the baby. And thank God I was able to be for her in that time. And then fast forward 1.5 years after that, I had my infant. And I was so sleep deprived. I just thought, I think I'm going to lose my mind if I don't get a full night's sleep. And she was like, hey, come over to my house, bring the baby, spend the night. Actually, she said, spend the weekend with us and I will get up with the baby for you in the night. I was like, thank God, because I really needed that at that time. And I attribute all of that help that I was able to give her and she was able to give me to the fact that we began this friendship when we were just two single people who didn't have babies, but we connected and were able to help each other when we really needed it. And if you can connect with other choice moms in that way, it is so highly recommended. Maybe you need to start a meetup group in your area. Maybe you don't know other women, but make an effort to connect to other choice moms in your area ahead of ever getting pregnant and having a baby, or now if you're already kind of in the middle of this. And if that's just not possible where you live, then connect with other choice moms online. Online support is better than no support. Number 4, think of some small things that bring you joy and do not let go of them. If you choose to become a choice mom, when you have your baby, you are going to have very little time to yourself to do the things that bring you joy for a while. But you need to have some small things that are just for you. I remember one of my friends, as a shower gift, gave me a line of skincare. And something that I would do for myself at the end of the day was just like, I would go through and use this entire line of skincare. Moisturize, tone, serum, face mask. I did the whole thing. It was probably 7 minutes of my life. And it really felt good. And it felt like I'm doing something good for my skin and for me. And that's about all the time I had for me in a day, was the time it took me to do my face at night. There was another thing that I did a little bit later down the road. One of my favorite authors came out with a brand new book, and I so wanted to read this book. And let me tell you, I had like no time to just sit down and read for leisure while I'm the single mom of an infant. But I will tell you, I read that book 20 minutes at a time while pumping. That was what I did. I just was not willing to not read that book. So whatever these small things are that are going to bring you joy, think about it ahead of time. Be mindful of it. Maybe you like to listen to music. Maybe you like to sew. Maybe your thing is chatting with your sister on the phone. Whatever it is, just be mindful of the things that fill your bucket, that you're going to be giving so much to your baby. You need things for yourself that bring you, the individual, some joy. And don't let that go. So much love and joy is headed your way if you choose this path of becoming a choice mom. You can do this. Be smart, prepare, hold space for those things that bring you joy, connect, enjoy the journey. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you.